The alarm rang at 6:30 a.m., but Maria didn't move. She lay on her bed staring at the ceiling, her heart weighed down with the same heavy thought she woke up with every day. How am I supposed to get through today when I can't even keep up with my own home? The house around her was a battlefield. Dishes stacked in the sink from the night before. Toys scattered across the floor like tiny landmines waiting to trip her in the dark. A laundry basket overflowing in the corner, silently accusing her of neglect. And the worst part, Maria wasn't lazy. She was exhausted. Between her full-time job, her kids, and trying to keep a smile on her face for the world, the house had become one more reminder of everything slipping out of her control. She hated this cycle, the endless chasing of a perfect home that seemed more like a dream than reality. Sometimes, she even resented those cheerful YouTube videos or Instagram reels of women who looked so put together with spotless counters and glowing smiles. Maria wondered if she was the only one drowning in the mess. But that morning was different. She remembered something her grandmother once told her: "A sparkling home doesn't come from hours of scrubbing, my dear. It comes from little moments of love, done every day." That phrase echoed in her mind. Little moments of love. Maybe she didn't need to conquer the whole house at once. Maybe all she needed was a rhythm, something small but powerful enough to shift her mornings from chaos to calm. So Maria tried something new. Instead of tackling the entire disaster, she gave herself just 5 minutes. 5 minutes, right after she woke up, before her coffee, before checking emails, before the children stirred. She started with the sink. One deep breath, one dish washed. Then another. By the time the timer on her phone beeped, the sink was empty, and the kitchen looked less overwhelming. The following morning, she set the same timer and wiped down the counters, quickly putting away the clutter that had piled up. On the third day, she gathered the toys into a basket by the door. Each morning was a new 5-minute mission. And something began to change. It wasn't just the house, it was her heart. Those 5 minutes became sacred. They weren't about cleaning anymore. They were about reclaiming control, about proving to herself that even on the hardest mornings, she could start fresh. The sparkling counters reflected back a woman who was trying, who hadn't given up. Her children noticed too. One morning her little girl padded into the kitchen and said, "Mommy, it smells nice in here." That simple comment made Maria's eyes sting with tears. It wasn't the lemon cleaner, it was the peace that had settled into their home. Of course, not every day was perfect. Some mornings she hit snooze. Some mornings she had to rush out the door, leaving crumbs on the counter and laundry on the chair. But she learned something vital. It wasn't about perfection, it was about consistency. 5 minutes every day added up to something bigger than spotless counters. It built confidence. It built joy. It built a safe haven for her family. By the end of the month, Maria looked around her home and realized it truly sparkled. Not in the magazine perfect way she once envied, but in a lived-in, love-filled way that felt right. She no longer carried the guilt of undone chores like a chain around her neck. Instead, she carried the quiet pride of a woman who had discovered the power of starting small. And that became her message to every friend, every neighbor, every tired mom who confessed they were overwhelmed: don't wait for the weekend to clean. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just give yourself 5 minutes every morning. You'll be amazed how much lighter your heart feels when you're home. Starts the day with love. Because in the end, Maria's sparkling clean home wasn't about the shine of the floors or the gleam of the countertops, it was about the spark that had returned to her own spirit. Sparkle's inspiring takeaway for your viewers: a sparkling home isn't built in a day. It's built in small, intentional moments that show love for yourself and your family. Start with 5 minutes every morning, and you'll not only clean your home, you'll transform your life.